Hello. Yes, good morning, class. And assalamu alaikum. How are you all? Can you hear my voice and see my screen clearly? Yes, Hafsa. Yes, Alhamdulillah, fine. Yes, Abdul Wase, Hafsa. Yes. Okay. Today we are going to continue with the lesson Fungi and Algae. One thing I want to, before starting the class, I want to tell you something very important regarding the change in the strategy of the virtual classes. From today onwards, or from this week, we will be having classes 3 times in a week. Means your science class will be 3 times in a week, and we will continue in a total 40 minutes of class. We will continue 20 minutes for explanation and 20 minutes for or 15 minutes for the written work. Since your all 3 copies are here in the school with me, and in this week, like for today, we are unable to carry out any written work. So today we will go through only the explanation. However, from Wednesday onwards, we will continue with some written work as well. And this week we will continue with the biology chapter, that is fungi and algae. That's why we are going to return your biology copy from today. Okay, please try to get your or collect your biology copies from the school, so that from Wednesday, Walaikum Assalam, Walaikum Assalam, Fatma. From Wednesday, we will continue with the written work as well. However, today for today's work, I will upload the home assignment as per schedule, and you will, once you will get your copy, you will continue that question. You will complete that question from the uploaded assignment, and from Wednesday we will do the written work in the class here. Okay. Yes, yes, everyone will be getting the copy, because you must have the notification to collect your copies. Your copies are checked and they are available for collection. Okay, in the school. Okay, now let's start with our lesson. First of all, I want a short recap or some feedback from you people, from your end, about the lesson which we have, the topics which we have covered about the general characteristics of fungi. Can anybody let me know what is the meaning of thallophyta, or what are thallophytes? Thallophyta or thallophytes? Please start writing the answers in the chat box. Thallophytes. What are thallophytes? Mariam, your copy is available at the reception. Please get your get it collected. You every, I have returned all the biology copies which we have collected on Wednesday, in the last week, Wednesday and Thursday. Your copies are checked and they are available at the reception for collection. Okay, so please now focus on the lesson. The meaning of thallophyta. What is meant by thallophyta? Please start writing the answers of thallophyta. We have learned the general characters of fungi. We have also learned the characters of Rhizopus and Penicillium, characters of Agaricus and Bustillago, and importance of fungi. Now I want you people to let me know the meaning of thallophytes. What is meant by thallophytes? Yes, Meda, Zimal, Zuha, please answer me. What is the meaning of thallophytes? Or what is hyphae? My next question is, what is hyphae? Yes, thallophyta are lacking the true roots, stems, and leaves. They are mostly algae, fungi, and other unicellular plants. Okay, all those plants not plants, we can say like this, which were considered earlier as a plant and they lacked true root, stem and leaves. They are called thallophytes. Later on, they were classified in a separate group like fungi. They are classified under the kingdom fungi, and algae, they are again classified in the protoctista. Okay, yes, it's a root, stem and leaves method. This is totally incorrect. All those organisms, plants or unicellular or those multicellular organisms which lack um, which were earlier considered as plant, but they lacked true roots, stem, and leaves. They are classified or considered as thallophyta, and they were classified later on in separate kingdom like kingdom fungi and kingdom protoctista. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of hyphae? What is hyphae? Have you ever heard this term, hyphae? Filamentous structure of fungus. Yes. It is a root-like structure. Single is called hypha and the fungal body is called mycelium, and mycelium is made up of hyphae. Fungal body, your answer should be like that. Fungal body is made up of mycelium, and mycelium is made up of thread-like structure called hyphae. Okay, now define the term coinocytic. Start defining the term coinocytic. Yes, coinocytic. Walaikum assalam, Hassan. What is the meaning of coinocytic? Beta, quickly, I want the recap because we have done this chapter in the last month in December, and that's why I'm recapping it for you people so that you please write in comment. What? Yes, start writing in the comment. I can't remember CYTIC. Coinocytic means all those hyphae which have more than one nucleus, more than one nucleus. When any structure, not only the hyphae, any structure which have more than one nucleus, it is called coinocytic. Okay, please remember it. Coinocytic. In fungal body, hyphae, they have more than one nucleus. That's why they are called coinocytic. Besides hyphae, all other structures or other objects which have more than one nucleus in them, they are called coinocytic. The structure, the term that is used is called coinocytic. So today we are going to learn about the general characters of algae with reference to Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. These two terms are totally new for you people. Coinocytic, Chlamydomonas, this is general characters of algae, and Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra, these are the examples of algae, unicellular algae. Okay, Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. Understood? Now next is general characters of algae. Number one, algae are photosynthetic organisms belong to kingdom Protoctista. Please focus on the screen. Rather to try to distract me on chat box, please focus on the screen because later on when I ask you, you people will forget it. Algae are photosynthetic organisms belong to kingdom Protoctista. Algae can be either unicellular, Chlamydomonas. How do we pronounce it? Chlamydo, clay, M-Y-D-O, Chlamydo, M-O-N-A-S, Chlamydomonas. Okay, Chlamydomonas. If the algae is present in unicellular organism, in unicellular it is called Chlamydomonas. This is the type of algae. It's an example of algae, and the organism is called Chlamydomonas. Too large means unicellular to multicellular. If the algae is in the multicellular form, they are called seaweeds. Seaweeds, which are aquatic plants or aquatic algae, they are present underwater, or they form a thick blanket on the surface of the water, which we see over the ocean surface. They are called sargassum. What do we call them? Sargassum. Seaweeds, multicellular algae, seaweeds. Commonly, they are called seaweeds. A layman, ek aam aadmi, a layman who is not a biologist, he called them seaweeds. We call it sargassum. Sargassum organism means algae can be unicellular. Their example is Chlamydomonas. Unicellular Chlamydomonas, which can be seen only under the microscope. To a large multicellular, we can see them through our naked eye because they are multicellular. They are called seaweeds, and their example is sargassum. Okay, here in this picture you can see them, the thick blanket of seaweeds over the oceanic water, and these are multicellular and they are called sargassum. Okay, here in this structure, under the electron microscope, they have shown the structure of spirogyra. Okay, we will learn about their structure and details in the next class. Today we are covering the general characters of algae. Okay. So third character is that algae lack a well-defined body. So their structures like roots, stems, or leaves are absent. That's why they were earlier considered as thallophyta, because no root, stem, or leaves are present. They are called thallophyta. Still, in some books, they are called as thallophyta, and they are now categorized or classified in a separate kingdom, Protoctista. Okay, Protoctista, in along with bacteria. Bacteria, cyanobacteria, and algae. Okay, fungi, they are categorized in a separate kingdom fungi. Now the another character is algae are found where there is adequate moisture, means they grow in a moisture, in a humid condition. They require humid condition or moisture or watery condition for their growth. Okay, that's why you can see them mostly on the standing water, stagnant water, or oceanic water, on the surface of oceanic water, stagnant or standing water. Or you can also, if you keep the bottle under the sun for a day or two, you can find the layer of algae starts growing at the base or on the walls of the bottle. So they need moisture for their growth. Next is, on the basis of different pigments, they are classified into different groups. How they are classified or how they are grouped? They are grouped on the basis of different pigments. Algae, as in the last chapter, viruses, bacteria, and cyanobacteria, we learn about the cyanobacteria that they are blue-green algae. Commonly, they are called blue-green algae. If a layman he calls it blue-green algae. A botany student or a science student call it cyanobacteria, their particular name. Okay, so they are classified or grouped according to the presence of different pigments in them. The pigments are green, golden brown, brown, red algae, and blue-green algae. They are called cyanobacteria. Okay, but particularly the algae, they are green, golden brown, brown, and red algae. Got it? Next is, they are source of food for marine animals, means all the animals or organisms which are present underwater, multicellular organisms, they feed upon the algae as their food. They get their food from the algae. Okay. Next is, algae are free living. although some can form a symbiotic relationship with other organisms. Okay, they algae, they are free living. They live on the surface of water, on the humid places, on or on the moisture. But at times they also form symbiotic relationship. What is symbiotic relationship? We have learned about them in bacteria, that some bacteria, they form a symbiotic relationship. Some other organisms also, I have given you the example of other organisms which are living, some bacteria which are living in our intestine. They feed upon our intestinal wall or the food from our intestine, and in return they are beneficial to us. They form a symbiotic relationship. They produce, in return they produce vitamin K automatically in our body, in our gut. Remember? Yes, Fatma, Hafsa, Hamza, Zeemal. If you people won't answer me, if you people can't focus or remember the lessons, I am not going to mark your attendance, because you people are not responding me. What is the purpose of defining each and everything in detail when you forget everything later on when I take another class? Yes, Laiba, Talha, Javed, Zuha. I don't know why you people have forgotten every term. Fatma, beta, if you did not forget, then why I'm not getting the answer? Hamza, you did not answer me today. This is only me who is speaking all the time. Repeat the question. My question is about the symbiotic relationship. Where you have learned the symbiotic relationship and what does it mean? Symbiotic relationship. Quickly answer me. We have discussed each and everything, every type of this relationship: parasitic relationship, symbiotic, saprophytic. Haven't we learned? We have learned about each and every type of relationship in very detail. What is the meaning of symbiotic relationship? Yes, Iman, Asif, why you have unmuted yourself? Okay, so now write down the definition of symbiotic relationship is that type of relationship when two organisms, they live upon each other and are beneficial to each other. When they are means they obtain food, and they obtain benefits from other organism. In return, they also provide some benefits to them. Like I have just given you the example of bacteria which live in our intestine. They live on the food from our bacteria, from our intestine, and in return they produce vitamin K in our body. This is the symbiotic type of relationship. Likewise, the algae, they are free living, but at times they form a symbiotic relationship with other organisms. This is important because in the next slide I'm going to tell you about this type of relationship of algae with the fungi. There are three types of relationship: symbiotic, parasitic, saprophytic. Yes, Hamza, right. Symbiotic, parasitic and saprophytic. यस सिम्बियोटिक रिलेशनशिप नाउ अब मैं उर्दू में इसको बता देती हूँ दिस इज द लास्ट टाइम आई एम स्पीकिंग इन उर्दू दैट जब दो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स एक दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट हों फूड और लिविंग के लिए और एक दूसरे को से फूड अपना ऑब्टेन करें और साथ साथ उनको कोई फायदा भी पहुंचाए गॉट इट जैसे वो बैक्टीरिया जो हमारे इंटेस्टाइन में रहते हैं वो वहां से अपना फूड लेते हैं वो वहां से अपना फूड लेते हैं और उसके बाद वो हमें फायदा ये पहुंचाते हैं कि दे प्रोड्यूस विटामिन के इन आवर गट इन आवर इंटेस्टाइन फॉर आवर बॉडी only all those who haven't learned anything they are complaining that the voice is not clear. This is not my headache. The voice is clear. I have taken classic virtual class for classic. The class was gone perfectly all right. Now since I am asking you the question, now you people are just beating about the bush that voice is not clear, voice कट के आ रही है, ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है. Don't try to complain me. Abdul Rahman is saying the voice is clear. Abdul Wasi, Hamza, these three students are saying the voice is clear. The girls are saying the voice is not clear. आवाज नहीं आ रही, कट रही है. What is this? Now focus over here. I'm repeating it again that all the algae, they are photosynthetic organisms belong to kingdom Protoctista. Algae can be either unicellular, Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas is an example of algae. They are unicellular and to a large multicellular, they are the examples seaweeds. Seaweeds, sargassum, they are also algae. Algae, since they lack a true root, stem and leaves, that's why they are called Thallophyta. Algae are found where there is adequate moisture, means where there is adequate water. On the basis of the different pigments, since the algae, they have different colored pigments, that's why they are grouped into different classes. They are classified into different groups, algae, according to their pigments, according to the presence of pigments. They are source of food for marine animals, means all the marine animals, they make use of them for their food and living. Algae, they are free living, although some can form a symbiotic relationship with other organisms. Okay. Next is algae as oxygen producer. How they are oxygen producer? Use your mind. Use your mind and let me know how they are oxygen producers. Here in this picture, you can see they are green in color, they have chlorophyll, and they form a thick blanket, they cover the water surface. This is the hint for you to give reason why they are called as oxygen producer. Yes. Why do we call them as oxygen producers? Scientists estimate that around 50 to 80% of the oxygen production on Earth comes from the ocean. Why it comes from the ocean? Because, yes, because on the ocean, the ocean water surface is totally covered with the green colored algae, and due to this green color, they carry out photosynthesis, they produce food, and they liberate oxygen gas in return as waste product. What is the waste product of photosynthesis? Oxygen gas, yes. Right, Lujan. During the daytime, they capture the sunlight, and in return, they carry out photosynthesis and liberate oxygen gas, which is uh, what do we say? Which contributes to the percentage of oxygen in the earth crust. Okay, that's why they are called as oxygen producers. The majority of this production is from oceanic plankton, drifting plants, algae, and some bacteria that can photosynthesize. What are planktons? Please focus that planktons, please remember it, that planktons are unicellular organisms. They live in water and they can't propel themselves. Propel means they can't move themselves against the ocean current or against the wind. Means they can't move themselves on their own accord. They move along with the ocean current. Means के जब पानी बह जिस डायरेक्शन में वाटर फ्लो करता है उसी डायरेक्शन में वो मूव करते हैं, right? Ocean, they move they can't move against the ocean current, they move along with the ocean current or with the air. Okay, and they, since they are present in the ocean, that's why they contribute the production of what oxygen gas, like drifting plants in the ocean, algae, green colored algae, some bacteria, they all synthesize photosynthetic bacteria. They all synthesize their own food, and in return they contribute to the percentage of oxygen in the earth crust. Okay. Algae capture more and more of the sunlight for the production of the oxygen. Here in this picture you can see the this 50% is by marine microbes, like the marine microbes, all those microscopic organisms, microorganisms which live in the water, they are called marine microbes. 25% algae, 25% land plants. Okay, macroalgae, kelp, they are also called the thick blanket of algae which is found on the ocean surface, this is called kelp. Okay, so 25% they contribute in total of the oxygen gas in the air. Now lichens. How do we pronounce it? Lichens. 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 Lichens are, they are the composition of or mixture or combination of algae and fungi. They they are present on earth most of the time in the soil or on watery surfaces as well, on the wood or soil surface or stone or earth surface, right? They emerge, actually they are the composite of, yes, they are the composition or they are the organisms which are formed by the composition or combination of algae and fungi, and they are harmful for human body because they are not edible like fungi, which are like mushrooms, they are edible, but when they are in terms of lichens, when they are formed in the form of lichens, they are not edible because they are poisonous due to the presence of some acid in their structure. And yes, they call skin disease, yes, but mostly they are present on the earth surface like the soil or the stone or the wood or timber. So lichens, they are formed by the symbiotic relationship between the algae and fungi. Fungi get their food, since fungi, they are non-chlorophyllous, they cannot photosynthesize their own food. That's why they obtain their food from the algae, and in return algae get the protection from the fungi, because they both, here in this picture, both algae and fungi are present. Fungi get their food from the algae, and algae get protection from the environment from the fungi. Means both of them are, both algae and fungi, they are beneficial to each other. They obtain benefits and they also provide some benefit to other one. Okay, this type of relationship is called symbiotic relationship, and they are called lichens. The combination of algae and fungi is called lichen. Let me show you some pictures of lichens. Sorry. Lichen is a composite organism that arises from algae or cyanobacteria living among filaments of multiple fungi species in a mutualistic relationship. We can see the images of, see, this type of things you must have seen on the plant, the trunk of plant or some wooden structure. These are called the lichens. They actually they are very beneficial, or they are very much required for the fertility of the soil. They increase the fertility of the soil. They are in symbiotic relationship, and they increase lichens, they increase the fertility of the soil. Okay, so they are not edible, they are harmful because they produce some kind of uh, acid which is harmful for human body, and they also cause skin disease. If our skin comes in contact with the lichens, they also form skin disease, they infect our skin, right? This one is pretty much clear. In this picture you can see that both algae and fungi, they are living together and they are forming a symbiotic relationship with each other. Okay, okay, so is it clear? Let me know if it is clear. Yes, class. Okay, Fatma, now please don't forget it. Okay, what are lichens? They increase, they are, this is the symbiotic relationship between plants and animals. Sorry, between algae and fungi. And this type of symbiotic relationship is increasing, it increases the fertility of the soil. This is not, this is toxin. This is not edible. This is toxin for human beings. Okay. Okay. Now next is different types of algae according to their colored pigments. This is the structure of Spirogyra. We will continue with the characteristics of Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra in our next class, and we will do some written work as well. Today I am going to upload only one question that was left before the winter vacations. That is question number 3, the disadvantages of fungi. You people have to complete that question once you get your copies back. Okay, next is, here in this picture you can find different colors of different pigments of algae upon which the, yes Hamza, they are available at the reception. There are different types of different pigments which are present in yes, yes, class, as you can see in this picture that there are different pigments they have shown in this picture, algae of different pigments like green, like light pink in color, or blue green algae, yellow, brown, different color pigments are present. Okay, Abdul Wasif, what's the matter with you? Did I ask you to unmute yourself? Red algae, red algae, Just a minute. Abdul Wasi, what's the problem with you? Then why you have unmuted yourself? Rather to pay attention on the lesson, you are playing here. You are here not to play, just to focus on the lesson. And Sania Javed. Just a minute. Yes, class. Okay, next is, this is brown algae. In this picture, this is brown algae. First one is the picture of Spirogyra. Spirogyra is the filamentous green algae. Then in this picture, they have shown the pigments of different colors, different pigments of algae. Third one is the red algae. Last one is the brown algae. Okay. Now, please, just 5 minutes more. Just 5 minutes more. Okay, now focus on the reinforcement questions. What is meant by thallophyta? Again, this question is here. Please start writing the answers in the chat box. I have described it in very detail. Please start writing the answers. What is meant by thallophyta? Next question is lichen. Start writing the answers of both these questions. Abdul Ahad, Ishal, Hamza, Muhammad Ali. Beta, start writing the answer of these questions. Lichens are the combination of fungi and algae, and this is the symbiotic relationship between these two. Yes. Rumesa, if I'll wait for 2 minutes, then the class will be over. How do algae are classified? How do algae are classified? Yes, they are classified on the basis of the pigments present in them. Algae are classified on the basis of the pigments present in them. Yes, right, Tabassum. How do algae are classified? They are classified on the basis of pigments present in them. What are sargassum? What are sargassum? I have used this word. Yes, sargassum. What is meant by sargassum? Sargassum are seaweeds, algae, which are multicellular algae, which are commonly called as seaweeds, and the example is sargassum. Okay. Okay, class. Now I'm going to finish this lesson. The term coinocytic, I have already asked and defined it very well. Do we consider fungi and algae both in thallophytes? Yes. we are concluding this lesson. Please remember what we have learned today. Watch this video and yes, yes, Sanya. Division of plant thallophyta. Yes. Please mark the pages. I will show you these pages in the next class on Wednesday again. Or if you want it, if you want to capture the screen, you can quickly capture it, or otherwise I will let you mark in the next class. Page number 88. This is page number 88. Chlamydomonas. Done. Leave this page, page number 89. We will do this on Wednesday in our next class. Okay, now I'm going to end this class for today. In the next class on Wednesday, please keep your biology copies open along with you, along with your books. Okay, your copy book and your stationery must be along with you during the class. Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz. Yes, bio copies. We will complete this lesson. Abdul Wasi, behave yourself. Okay, Allah Hafiz.